Hello boys and girls, welcome to the Math Club. In this video, we're going to talk about similar triangles and how to answer questions regarding similar triangles. Now question 11 here says, each set shows three similar triangles. Calculate the lengths labeled with letters. Now set A here has three triangles. We're going to find the lengths of each side by using these similar triangles. Now, when you answer a question like this, you have to use each two triangles together. Don't use all of them together. Use each two together, find the missing letter, and then use the other two together to find the missing length. Now, let's work on the first one and find A, and then we will use it to find B. Now, as you can see here, these triangles are separated, so we don't have to separate the triangles. Now let's work on these two first. Here, let's put it here, good. Now, here we have 6 and 3. And here we have 9 and 8. And as I showed you, these two sides are corresponding. And these two sides are corresponding. And corresponding means what? It means they are the same sides on different triangles, in which this is the base of this triangle, and this is the base of this triangle. So, to find the scale factor, what do? We divide two corresponding sides on each other. We divide the big one on the small one. Now, the big side here is 6, and the small one is 3. So, to find the scale here, we divide 6 on 3. And the answer is 2. Very good. So, 2 here is the scale of enlargement for these two triangles. The scale of enlargement. Now, I'm going to use it to find A. How can I use it? Now, as I told you, these two are corresponding sides. And they are the same sides on different triangles. Now, to find one of these sides, we have to use the scale of enlargement, or the scale factor of enlargement. Now, as we can see here, 6 is bigger than 3. So basically, 9 is going to be bigger than A. And we are trying to find A. So A is the smaller side. And to find the smaller side, we take the big side and divide it on the scale. So we take 9 and divide it on the scale, which is 2, as we said. And the answer is 4.5. 4.5. So let's do it here. Sorry. Yes, we're going to take 9, divide it on the scale. As I told you, to find a smaller side, we have to divide on the scale. Equals 4.5. So A is 4.5. Good. Now, after finding A, we're going to use this triangle to find B, or the side, or the length of side B. Now, same idea. We're going to take these two triangles here. We're going to find the scale factor of enlargement. And how do we find it? As I said, we take two corresponding sides, in which these sides are corresponding, because both of them are on the sides. This, and this are on the sides. And 3 and B are corresponding, because both of them are bases for different triangles. Now, I can't use 3 because I don't know B. And I'm trying to find B. So what do? I use the other sides, which is this one and this one, 4.5 and 3. So I divide 4.5 on 3 to find the scale factor of enlargement. 4.5 divide 3, you can do it with a calculator. The answer will be 1.5. Good job. And then we're going to use the scale of enlargement to find B. Now, how can we use it? As we said, 4.5 is bigger than 3. So normally, 3 is bigger than B. And we are trying to find B, which is the smaller side. And because we're looking for the smaller side, very good, we divide the big side on the scale of enlargement. So we're going to take 3 and divide it on 1.5. So 3 divide 1 point, let's make it here, yes, 5 equals, very good. You can use a calculator to do this, and the answer is 2. So B is 2. Very good. And this is how you answer a question like this. So the basic idea is, first thing you do, use two triangles together, find the scale by dividing the big side and the small side, and both of them must be corresponding sides. And then use the scale to find the other side. If the side you're trying to find is small, divide on the scale. If the side you're trying to find is big or large, multiply the other side by the scale. Same idea for these two triangles. Now, let's take a look at question B and try to find C and D using the same idea. Now, first thing, let's work on these two triangles. We have corresponding sides, we have 2 and 0.5, because both of them on the side of different triangles. And 10 and C are corresponding sides, because both of them are the tops or the bases of different triangles. Now, first step we do is what? Very good. We find the scale factor of enlargement. Now, we can't use these corresponding sides because we don't know C. Now, what are we going to use? We're going to use 2 and 0.5. Very good. We're going to divide the big one on the small one. So 2 divided by 0.5. Let's do it here. 2 divide 0.5. Now, 2 divide 0.5 equals what? You can use a calculator to do this. The answer is, very good, it's 4. So 2 divide 0.5 is 4. Now, the scale of enlargement is 4 here. Now, we're going to use it to find the length of C. How do we do this? As we said, 2 is bigger than 0.5. So normally, 10 is bigger than C. And we are trying to find C, which is the small side. And because it's the small side, we're gonna, very good, take the 10, divide it on the scale. Now, 10 divide 4 equals what? Let's do it here. Divide 4 equals, very good, 2.5. So C is 2.5. Good job. Now, how did we do this? First thing we did, we found the scale by dividing two corresponding sides on each other. And then we used the scale, we divided the large side on the scale to find the small side. So 10 divided 4 equals 2.5. Good job. Now, we're going to use C to find D. So we're going to work on both of these triangles here to work out D. First thing we do is what? Very good. Finding the scale factor. And we find the scale factor by dividing two corresponding sides on each other. Now, here, D and 0.5 are corresponding because they are, both of them are sides of different triangles. And 2.5 and 12 are corresponding. We can't work with D, so we have to use 2.5 and 12. So the first step is what? Let's make a line here. Good. First step, yes, divide 12 on 2.5 to find the scale. Very good. So 12 divide 2.5. You can use a calculator to find this, and it will give you the answer. Let's use it and then come back. 12 divide 2.5. And the answer is 4.8. Very good. Now, let's go back. So the answer is 4.8. Good job. Now, 4.8 is what? Very good. It's the scale factor of enlargement for these two triangles. Now, we know the scale factor. We're going to use it to find the length of D. Now, as we said, 12 is bigger than 2.5. So basically, D is bigger than 0.5. And because we're trying to find the big side, Very good. We take the small side and multiply it by the scale. So we're going to take 0.5 and multiply it by 4.8. Let's do it here. So 0.5 times 4.8. And the answer, we can use the calculator to do this, but basically 0.5 means half. So half of 4.8 is what? Very good. It's 2.4. Good job. So D is 2.4 centimeters. And we did this by multiplying the scale by the length of the small side. And this is how you answer a question like this. So if you follow the steps to answer this question, you won't have any mistake. The steps are so obvious. Finding the scale first, and the scale is dividing two corresponding sides on each other. And as we said, corresponding means two sides at the same side or at the same place in different triangles. If you divide them, you'll find the scale factor, and then you use the scale factor to find other sides. If you want a smaller side, you divide on the scale. If you want a bigger side, you multiply by the scale. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.